Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and this is Mail Monday, a weekly series that's not so much about the gameplay, but instead is about your questions and my answers to them. One note about the gameplay, though, some of you are going to look at it and say, oh my god, Woody, you suck. And I look at it differently. I think, one, this is a pretty exciting game, and two, if I was not on this team, I don't think this team would have been in this game like they were. But that's just me. I have enough, 18 KD games on my hard drive that I could have picked instead. But I don't know. For me personally, I've seen so many beastly games that my preferences have evolved. I'm not really interested in yet another whatever, like 36-2 game. But that's just me. Maybe you still love those, but I've seen it enough. Let's get started with Mail Monday. Hey Woody, I'm a high school guy. I've been hanging out a lot with one of my best friends who is a girl. She usually comes over and we just pop in a movie and cuddle on the couch. I don't like her, but whenever we hang out, we spoon, leg tangle, hold hands. A couple of times I've even taken off her bra and we've grabbed each other at inappropriate areas. The problem is, she has a boyfriend. She doesn't seem like she has a problem with what we're doing, but I've asked if she thinks it's disrespectful to her boyfriend. she told me not to worry about it and that she's losing feeling for her boyfriend. They're still dating and we're still hanging out, even though I question the morality of it. Does this constitute as cheating, even though we're just friends? I don't know her boyfriend, but I feel like what I'm doing violates a respect level between us. I don't know what to do. Please help. Yeah, your girlfriend is definitely engaging in some bad behavior, right? There's no two ways about it. That's just how it is. I have a friend. You guys, some of you will remember Dan from Painkiller already. He actually broke up with his wife about her exchanging like naughty Facebook messages with some guy. It was an emotional affair, and there was more to it than that. I mean, there were like lingering marriage issues and stuff, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back. She was just sending nasty messages to a guy on Facebook, and he was like, forget it. If you're not with me, then you're not with me. That's it. You don't get to be married to me and just have inappropriate behavior in online relationships with other guys. That was the deal. So when I look at what your girlfriend's doing here, leg tangling, you're taking off her bra, inappropriate touching, or at least, inappropriate touching for, the relationship that you guys have. That's not okay. That's like, if my wife were on the couch leg tangling with some other guy, that'd be the end of it. It's like I always tell her, everyone deserves a second chance except you. So, there's not much more to it. As for you violating the bro code, I don't know. My feeling is that she likes you and she understands that she's friend zoned. That's what I think is going on there. What do you do from here, right? I think either you like this girl or you don't. If you don't like her and she's dating some other guy, then I think, out of respect for that guy, you tell your girl that she needs to stop acting this way, because you guys are definitely a little too playful for where you are. And there's a victim in here, and it's her boyfriend. King of the Web, big problem. A lot of your subs are trashing the girl at first. Maybe post a quick public service announcement to get kids to stop. It's pretty rude to her, but congrats on hitting second. You've got my votes. We're actually nearly tied for first right now, but he's right. For those of you that don't know the background, I'm running for King of the Web, and there's a prize money of $7,500, of which I will donate 100% to charity. There'll be a video at the end of this one where you can learn all about it. I hope that you guys will vote for me. I'll throw a link on the screen and give me a hand, because it's for a good cause, and it's my annual charity drive, and it's all good. But the thing is, I don't think we need to win by putting somebody else down. I wish that we could both win, right? The fact is, if this thing works out perfectly, I get first place, all the money goes to charity, she gets second place, and, she can do whatever she needs to with that money. But I don't think that, we need to start putting her down, that we need to trash talk, the other team, you can't see my air quotes, on our way to victory. I think that we can do this with class, and that's really a cooler way to be, be that guy, be that super version of you that pushes towards victory, that wins. And it doesn't matter whether it's King of the Web, a Call of Duty game, a basketball game, an ice hockey game, or whatever. It's a much cooler thing to just sort of tip your hat and say good game than it is to, be negative about it. Now, look, I have 150,000 votes, and she's probably gotten like, what, 50 or 100 rough messages. So the overwhelming majority of you are those super guys, are those guys who are just, winning and being nice about it. But for those of you, the few of you that said mean things to her, let's stop that. Let's end that right now and do this thing with class. So yeah. Anyway, check out that other video and have a good day. Oh, by the way, you can vote 10 times a day, just so you know. Make that clear. I'm 24 years old. I have 2 beautiful boys, but the problem is that their mother has left me, gotten pregnant by another man, and now has used the kids against me. Also, I have to give her roughly 45% of my salary in child support. This has been going on for about 5 months. I've tried dating, but the ex-girlfriend always runs off the girl I'm talking to. She's even gone as far as slashing their tires, breaking into my house, and hurting that person. The police have come by, but in the state I live in, they don't really do anything to women, and so she got away scot-free. She also threw a chair at my son and put a gash in his forehead, and lied to the cops about it for an hour before she finally told the truth. Once again, she got away scot-free. About 6 months ago, I was put in jail because she said that I hit her, which isn't true, but it was my word against hers. Now I'm on diversion, and I have to go through anger management, which is the rest of my money, so that I don't give to her. Diversion, by the way, is like community service, cleaning police cars and stuff like that. At least that's what it was when I grew up. I'm seriously thinking that I'd be better off if I wasn't here anymore. Life is hard every time I get up in the morning. She has manipulated my oldest boy into saying he doesn't love me. I don't really know what else could go wrong in my life. Sometimes when I'm driving and I see a semi-truck coming the other way, I wonder if it would be best if I just drove right in front of it and ended it all. If you could give me some advice to help me through this, I'd appreciate it. I have a counselor and I have parents to talk to, but they just haven't seemed to get through to me. So I thought maybe I'd get some advice from an outside source. Thank you, Woody. This doesn't have to be on your channel. I just like some unbiased opinion, I guess. This is rough. I wish I had some piece of advice that made the problems go away, right? I wish I had something to say that would make your ex-girlfriend turn into a reasonable person, or something that, would get the court system to, start behaving properly, or the police or whatever. But I don't have that, The one thing, though, that I do take away from reading your letter is how much you have to live for, right? Yeah, she might have manipulated, one son one time to say something stupid, but the truth is you've got 2 kids that need you, and think about the hole that would be left in their life if you were gone. Think about how they would grow up, and the impact that would have. The lack of a father figure on 2 boys, that's a big deal, right? Think about what would happen if you weren't there to teach them to be a man, right? Who's going to teach him how to shave? Who's going to teach him how to catch? Who's going to teach him how to do the stuff that dads do? That there are. Think about your legacy, right? Your legacy is not going to be, oh my gosh, mom treated dadly. No, mom treated dad badly, and therefore she's bad. No. It's going to be my dad killed himself when I needed him. That's your actual legacy. And you don't want that to be your legacy. You don't want that to be, how this thing ends. So, yeah, I wish I could fix the problems. I wish I could address the root cause and say you just need to get the right lawyer or something like that. No, it's tough. It's tough. And I hear where you're coming from. I have had friends, where, the court system eventually sees the pattern and comes around, if you become a regular in this thing. But, the real takeaway that's in my head on this is that, there are people in this world that need you around, and that's where it is. So I'm going to put the phone number to a helpline in there if you ever get to thinking about suicide, in the description of this video. And, just pick up the phone, right? Like it doesn't have to be built into a gigantic thing. It doesn't have to be like this great big, like, oh my gosh, here we go. I'm about to go. No, just dial the numbers and see how it goes. You don't have to invest a ton of yourself into it. Just get started, and best of luck. So recently I've gotten out of a relationship that lasted for a year, and we were very much in love and still are. Sex life was and is present, and overall has been a great time, other than her tendency to be a bitch. I can deal with that, it's life. Well, just over a week ago I started talking to an old friend who apparently had a thing for me. Well, I have no idea she did, but my ex knew this girl had a thing for me. So the ex sees me liking stuff on Facebook and texting her with me, and the ex hang out. In my mind, it's no big deal. But to my ex, who is still trying to work on things, it's telling me that I can't talk to the other girl or have this close relationship with the ex. So you can't have both. I know this is not right, but I'm a person who tries to keep most everyone around me happy. I don't want to hurt the girl who had a thing for me, but I also don't want to hurt the ex. I need your wisdom. Thanks, man. See, here's the thing. Either she's your ex or she's not your ex, right? She's behaving a lot like your girlfriend. One, she's having sex with you. This is typically something that happens in the context of a relationship. Not always, I know, but typically this is a relationship thing. Two, she's exerting the kind of control, right? You know, if my wife was talking to some ex-flame, and I knew I was going to die there, by the way, just trying to save the game. If my wife was talking to some ex-flame, and I would feel completely within my rights to say, look, honey, you can't do this. You have to start behaving. You're either mine or you're not. That's just how things go. And I would feel within my rights to establish that. As an ex, you don't have that same kind of right. As an ex, you don't get to say, look, I don't want you talking to other girls. That's just not where exes are. So, you guys get to decide that. Let her know where she stands, and that will be the end of that. So, best of luck to you. But either you're going out with this girl or you're not. So, there you have it. Most Dom points captured and most explosions survive. Funny how those two link up. If you like the video, be sure to click on like. 2 videos you may have missed. The bottom one is the big one, the King of the Web charity drive. So this is the most important thing that I do all year. And basically, it's a charity drive. You can vote for me. It's free. And I will donate 100% of the money I earn from charity. Watch that video. Click on it. It'll open up in a new window. You can keep going. The top one is the KSG 12 tips and tricks. I actually did a video about the gameplay where I talk about how to use pump action shotguns and keep yourself alive. I didn't even notice it in the game, but I come pretty close to a Moab. Kind of close. So anyway, check those out and have a good day. Surprise video on the right. Subscribe in the top right.